All right, so we are live. Thank you very much, everyone, for joining us on today's affiliate live stream. Just a few announcements before we get started. So the first thing is we pushed out our new UI update on Friday, and we got a couple of reports that there were some outages on the tap affiliate tracking since we did that, and we looked into it, and in fact, the reporting for new signups on a tap affiliate was cut off once we pushed out the new UI, but we're still tracking through all the reference links. It's just not showing on the tap affiliate dashboard. So we have all that data, so no worries. We're basically fixing the fact that it'll start to show again. So in a couple of hours, maybe 2 hours, the reporting will resume there on tap affiliate. We'll still compensate you for everything done since last Friday because again, we have the data. It just was coming to our back end and not going to tap affiliate. So we're fixing that. Thank you so much for everyone who just reported that today. We just got a couple of reports, so I appreciate that. And so that'll be fixed and taken care of, and everything will be straightened away there. In the meantime, I want to take this time to show you the new UI, which is now live. So the last time we did this last week, I believe it was last Thursday, I showed you the UI, but it wasn't live yet, and there were still a couple of things that were rough around the edges. Our UI is now live. It's been live since Friday. We've been getting some really, really good feedback. So, all the signs point to the fact that this new UI makes things easier. It's so much less buggy. Really, things just work. So let me share my screen. I'll take you through that, and I'll show you how it all works. And of course, if you have any questions at all while I'm doing this, feel free just to go ahead and ask. All right, so let me open up the platform here. I'll go ahead and share my screen. All right. So this is the dashboard. So when you log in, there's an onboarding flow. I've already completed it. And during the onboarding flow, we're actually making campaigns for you. But this is what the average user would see. Once they log in, they've already made a couple of videos. So I'll take you through the structure. So there's a campaign section, which contains your campaigns. This contains your generated videos, and you can do things like share them around, build a custom landing page, so on and so forth. And if I look over to the right here, a couple of options. I can hit create, and this opens up essentially the starting window, right? And here's a quick little tutorial that explains it. So this will show for all new users. Start with the template. You can select where that template's coming from, either from my videos, from community, or from hiring an actor. So we explain that here. Hit next. So in this case, let's create a new video template. All right. And we're gonna create a new video and give the template a name and go through the video creation process. Alternatively, we could have chosen the community section, and this opens up all the different templates in the template store that we can choose from. Or we can go back and hit hire an actor. So if we want somebody else to do the video for us, just schedule a call with our team, tell us what you want, send us a brief script, and we'll get that template created for you. So if you're camera shy or you're looking for a very specific profile, maybe even in a different language, then this is a really nice option for you. So let's walk you through the template creation flow. So these are the videos. These are my videos. You can see I have a lot here. And essentially how this works is every video, from one video template, you can create multiple campaigns. So I'll show you an example. Let's just say I choose this video, for example. Okay. So from this one video, I can either at this point preview a sample if I want to see, okay, what does this video look like before I go ahead and I generate it, or I can go ahead and create a new campaign. And so that's how the structure is. From one template, there could be multiple campaigns. So before, in the old UI, we had it so that you make a video, and then from that one template, you're generating videos. And in this UI, we have this new concept of campaigns, which makes things a lot easier. I know it may sound like a simple little tweak, but trust me, it fundamentally makes the process easier. So let me go back home. I'm going to choose a template to demonstrate how this works. Let's say ecom upsell. And at this point, couple of options, right? All right, my first instinct is let me see how this looks. So I'll type in any name, Monique, I'll use your name here, and I'll generate a sample. And at this point, I could see previous samples, it's loading here. This will take about 2 minutes to generate. And then I can watch this sample right there, right then. I don't have to, go into spreadsheet. There's none of that, right? It makes it really, really easy. And then when I think, okay, well, this worked out well, I like the way it looks, then I can hit create new campaign. And this is where it gets interesting. So I'll start by putting in a campaign name. So maybe this is customer outreach, and then selecting the industry. So for example, let's say this is for e-commerce, right? And then what the use case is, what you want to do here. And I'll say increase upsells. This is to do exactly that. And the reason we ask you these questions is so eventually we can build UI, build the interface precisely for this use case, to equip you with tools for this use case, which will make the whole process much easier for you. So let's create a campaign. Here's a walkthrough of the campaign builder. Very simple. So it starts with, okay, well, where's our data coming from? Is it coming from a CSV file, or is it coming from Zapier, right? Two options there. I'm gonna go ahead and I'll hit next. And then once we upload a CSV file, we'll preview the CSV file here. We then need to select where the variables are coming from in the CSV file. So if our template personalizes for, let's say, first name and city name, then we need to select, okay, where in that CSV file do we say city and first name? So which column is that? So that's this mapping part. And then the next step is just to hit generate. So let's find a CSV file to choose here, and I'll show you how it works. Okay, so just uploaded the sample CSV. The only column I have here is name. So what I'll do is I'll select a variable from my spreadsheet, which column corresponds to the thing I want to personalize, in this case, just name. And then I just hit generate. And that's it. That's all there is to it. It's really, really simple now. At this point, we can see our generated videos here. There are just 3, but you could easily process 3,000 if you want. Trust me, it is seamless now. And then you can share your videos around, right? So I could say, all right, well, my videos are generated. I want to now send them over email. Well, all on the same page. I just click and it opens up and I can start to configure that and send that out. If I want to send them over SMS, same thing. That's exactly how it works. Or I can download this as a CSV file, and now I can go ahead and upload it into whatever marketing platform I'd like, be it a MailChimp or, a Snovio or whatever it is I want to use to actually send this out. I can do that with the CSV. Or last but not least, if you're more technically inclined, you can use our API. So you could, build code that will automatically generate videos, and you can get really in-depth here and do a lot. Integrate this into your own app and your own platform. So we try to make it really, really easy for you, and also give you a lot of options here, enable your creativity really. And at any point, right, if you need help, you can always use our live chat down here in the bottom right, and we'll step in and help you. And so let me go back. I want to show you how the flow works when you want to create your own video. So I'll hit my video, create new video. Okay, so now we're creating a template, all right? So at this point, we'll give it a name, and I'll just say affiliate demo template. Okay, now I can select the recording option. Either I want to record from my desktop, do it right now, or upload a recording that I already have. Now, if I was to upload a recording, it would go into advanced mode. So actually, first let me choose desktop. You'll see 2 options here, easy mode and advanced mode. Now, easy mode, what it does is we actually take away the need for you to worry about any variables. We make you say the first name automatically at the start of your video, but that's all you can change, just the first name. Advanced mode, you can change essentially anything, but it requires you to then go through the extra steps of highlighting the words you want to change. So for most users, easy mode is all you need. This is why we added it in, just to make it really easy for the bulk of our users, where they're really only personalizing the first name anyways. But if you're more advanced, you want to change a couple of different variables around, you can use the advanced mode. Let me show you how easy mode works. And once I click that, there's a tutorial that the user would have to watch. So essentially what this
For most users,
explains how it works. I'll explain it to you now. So essentially what happens is we'll start recording. There'll be a beep. At that point, I'm going to say got it, go to the next. I'll show you more about how that works when we start the recording process. But for now, so now we're brought to script generation. So maybe we have a script in mind, but maybe we need some inspiration and we want to generate something. So this lets us do that. So generate a script for, well, perhaps I'm a marketing agency based in New York City, specializing in, let's say, hotel, for example. And my call to action is get on a 30-minute strategy call. So obviously you can put anything you'd like in here for this scenario. I just imagined we're an agency and we're looking to go after hotels and retailers, but it could be anything. The call to action as well could be anything you'd like. So depending on your audience, who you're reaching out to, what you're trying to say to them, put in different information here. Obviously, we'll generate a script for you. You could also skip this if you'd like. This is really just to help you get started, give you some inspiration. So this is generating. It'll take about 30 seconds or so. So if anyone has any questions, by the way, feel free to throw them in the chat as well. And I'm going to have a little bit of coffee while we wait. Okay, so our scripts have generated. So as you can see here, on the right, we give you 3 different scripts. These are pretty long. I can go ahead and edit them if I want. So I can choose the one that I like, clean it up a bit, and then hit select. So let me just clean this up a little bit. So, all right. Let me just go with this one. Okay, now this brings us to the recording process, and this is where there's a little bit of that I like to do to demonstrate how easy mode works, because, well, it's easy, but it's a different concept than our previous concept, which is where you just say your script, you say your variables, and you highlight the variables, highlight the words you want to change. Now you actually just stay quiet for about half a second, and then you read your script, and we'll take care of the rest. So let me do this. I just want to first change my camera. So it's coming from the right camera here. I'll refresh this page. Okay, there we go. So as you see here, wait 1 second after recording begins. Then when you hear the beep, start talking. So I'm just gonna get in position here. Again, the rules still apply, right? We wanna be at least 4 feet from the camera. We want to have soft, ideally kind of like dim lighting. To be honest, this lighting is not ideal. I'd probably shoot from over this way where the lighting is a bit more dim. That usually gives the best results for the face cloning model. And we do have a new model coming out. It's so hard to predict when exactly, but we're close. I'll just say that. Like, we've run demos and things, and it's working really, really well. So hang tight for that. But in the meantime, let me show you how it works with the current model. So let's go ahead and let's film this. And we have our script here, so we can use this for inspiration. What we're doing soon is we'll be doing iris correction. So essentially you could just read your script and literally just read line by line by line when you do your recording. And our AI will correct your eyes to actually look at the camera the whole time. Pretty crazy, I know. We don't have that yet, but FYI, coming soon. So all I have to do is then start reading the script. Just get set up. Okay, so I'll start recording, there'll be a beep, and then I'll start reading the script. Hope this message finds you well. So I'm Don, and I work for a marketing agency based here in New York, and we specialize in hotels and retailers, really helping them grow their audience and resonate with the local community. So we understand that these industries are highly competitive, and from social media management to email campaigns, PPC ads, it's just too much for you to manage in-house. So that's why you can leverage our experience doing this for over 20 years now for everyone from the Regis to retailers like Target and Whole Foods to help you do that effectively and just take it off your plate so you can focus on what you do best. So if you're interested, I would love to get on a 30-minute strategy call with you because I actually already wrote down a couple of ideas on how we could help you grow your business. So if this sounds good, just shoot me a reply. Forward speaking. Okay, so I'll go ahead and save this. With easy mode, it's going to do that for us, so you don't have to worry about it. So just wait for this to upload, and in the meantime, if there are any questions at all, feel free to post them in the chat. And while we're waiting, another interesting feature we have coming out is green screen support. So a couple of people have asked for this where they want to do a recording and maybe they want to show like their prospect's website, on their phone or on their screen, right? Well, we have a feature coming out called green screen where basically you would just put a solid color on your screen or really anywhere. It could even be a piece of paper. And then when you're creating your video template, you can select, okay, that blue color on my phone, you can literally just like click the blue color on your phone, replace that with, and then you can choose maybe a LinkedIn profile for your recipient or the website of your recipient or some sort of video or image you upload. So that's really powerful. Similar to background mode as well, which I'm sure you're all familiar with by now, which lets you change, of course, the background in your video. So it's like screen share mode, if you will. So that probably, I would say, sometime next week we'll have that live. Maybe even end of this week, possible. Yeah, so let me think of what else, Monique, what other new features we have coming up aside from, so there's green screen, there's the improved face cloning model that we have coming up. Oh, another thing we have coming up is with Persona, which is the app that lets you clone yourself in conversation, all part of our platform, of course. Usually you'd have to record all your responses, but actually, essentially what we'll do is you can just type them in. That's that video chat bot. I don't know if you're familiar with that, but that makes it a lot easier because now you can update your knowledge base. You don't have to make a whole new persona every time you want to add more responses in. So that's coming up. We'll add in as well. Probably this is a little bit further down the road, maybe like to do text to video. So if you don't want to record, you can simply type in text and we'll actually generate a video of you talking from that text. Now, there are some other platforms out there that can do that right now, but the problem is they look fake. And for us at BHuman, our North Star is human connections at scale. And for that to work, the video has to look real, right? So the way we would do that with our technology is only in a way that would make it look real, which is why we don't have it yet, because it's been something we've been working on for quite a while now. Yeah, and also we have another thing called background music. These are all little bells and whistles on top of the video creation process. So if you want to add background music into your videos, you can do that as well. The nice thing about that is it makes it more of a polished look on your video and also might cover up any of the voice manipulation, just make it a bit less noticeable. Yeah. Oh yeah, also like different data sources and integrations. So right now you can either upload a CSV or use Zapier. However, we have an integration coming up with Google Sheets. So if you have a Google spreadsheet, you don't have to download it and upload it. You can just connect it directly with MailChimp as well, with WooCommerce as well. So quite a bit. It's just taking a while to upload because the webcam I use is pretty high quality. So it's quite a heavy file. Let me do this. While we're waiting for this, let me just, I'll make a new campaign with a lighter file just to demonstrate how it works. Just want to show you an example of easy mode without having to make you all wait for the upload itself. So let me do this. I'll use one from the community because these were recorded with easy mode as well. So once you have your video in here, all you'd have to do is, like I said, preview a sample, right? And then go through the video generation process, creating a new campaign. So that's really how it works, as simple as it gets. So I could type in anything in here and continue on from there. Go through the campaign creation process, which we went through. So yeah. At this point, what we're spending this week doing, just to give you all some updates on how we're attacking this internally, is we just released this on Friday. We're essentially charging at it, making sure there's not a single bug. We are so tired of bugs from the old UI. So we're making sure that everything is really seamless here this week, focusing on that, focusing on making sure all the features are really running really well, as well as putting more focus on our core AI, making sure we get that new lipstick model out very soon, as well as from there, basically starting next week, then introducing some of those new features. So new integrations, the green screen mode, the background music mode, also, persona and improvements there. So, always improving, and, feedback from our users has been really, really helpful in that process. So at this point, if there are any other questions, happy to take them. Otherwise, we do have another live stream actually in about an hour. I didn't realize we had two in the same day. I'll essentially walk through this process again. That's with not just for affiliates, that's a live stream for the public essentially. Oh, and by the way, we still have to send out payments for the last payout date, which was the 15th, a couple days ago. Sent out to you today. If you should have got an email from us for affiliates about, you sent us X member user, so this is your payout. So we'll get those payments out today for you guys. All right, great. Well, please do play around with this new UI. We do, here's a couple of those sample videos so you all can see. But yeah, we made it really easy, and so far, feedback has been really, really good. That I think this is going to be a really great foundation for us moving forward as we add more features on and make the experience better. But we have a solid foundation now, which we really didn't before, because the old UI just was not so reliable and dependable, and now this one really is. So I'll just show you a couple of the videos we made, and then we'll wrap up for today. Okay, so that was for Adam. That was for Lisa. I hope you all can hear the sound, right? Sometimes it doesn't come through. There you have it. You want to hear the sound there? Let me know if not, but I think you could. So at this point, I could come here and I'll be like, all right, I want to send these out over email. I can enable all this and set up the email sending all from the platform or SMS. And then eventually we'll be adding in MailChimp, so you can send it through your MailChimp account directly from the platform, and as well LinkedIn. Our LinkedIn automation platform is coming up as well. No sound. Shoot. Let me do this. I'll put this in the chat for you so you can play it yourself. Yeah, I gotta figure out why that happens sometimes. Okay, well, with that being said, let me know your feedback on this new UI, play around with it. And we're still, we just released it Friday, so we're rapidly putting updates out to it. Yeah, so thank you for your support and time as always. If, on the affiliate side, if you need any content at all, you want to make content about us, videos about us, or articles about us, just let us know, because our content team can make content for you for anything specific you need, right? So if you told me, hey, we're in healthcare, can you send me some videos like that are made for healthcare, things like that, we can take care of that for you. So, just let us know. We're here for that. I'll give you an email to reach out to for any of your content needs. You can contact Noor, or myself, of course, anytime. I'll put my email in here. Or, if you contact our live chat, it'll get flagged up with somebody very quickly. So thank you so much for your time, everyone. And I'll look forward to seeing you on our next live stream next week. And until then, I'll see you on the platform. Take care. Bye-bye.